Oh, hello guys, welcome back. Forgive the bath here. I'm really at my wit's end with Asmodeus. I keep telling him he keeps having these behavioral issues, for lack of a better word. And he keeps lashing out and he keeps getting angry. And anytime he has something good going for him and he's building a warm, loving relationship, he lashes out at random. And I said, look, I don't know how to deal with you because you won't even give me a straight story about how you want to be seen. Do you want to be seen as a god? Do you want to be seen as a demon? Do you want to be seen as something else? Do you want to be seen as king of the jinn? What do you want to be seen as? If you at least give me something to work with and lore, I can at least extrapolate from there. And he won't. Okay, so I don't know what he wants to be seen as. And he's lashing out and he's acting like he's crazy. And I said, I've never seen anybody describe you acting like this. You're acting like you've lost your mind. What is the matter with you? And Loki was actually the one to point out. Loki goes, what did you listen to? And I said, I listened to a Jinn video. Why? And Loki said, what happened to the Jinn in that story? I said, there were a lot of, there's an unfortunate practice of dealing with Jinn, and a lot of people carry it over to dealing with demons, and I absolutely despise this practice, whether you see them as demons or gods. And I have my doubts that you can bind them, but for argument's sake, let's say you could. Of binding the demon and asking them for something, and if they won't give it to you, you threaten to burn them or whip them or blast them or humiliate them some way. And basically you torture them until they give you what you want, which to me doesn't make any sense, because I'm like, if demons really are demons, that would be the last thing you would get. Same thing with Jinn. It would be the absolute last thing you would get. Or if you did get it, they would find out a way to get revenge on you sooner or later. And he is showing like the character traits of someone that went through that, and I'm like, I could understand if he went through that. I could cut him a lot more slack. I could. Because if I, half the time I was called up, or say 75% of the time I was called up, somebody threatened to abuse me, I'd be fucking paranoid and edgy too. But I don't know what to do with him. I really don't. I don't believe in abandoning them. I don't believe in throwing them out when they're problematic, because God knows nobody else will take Loki. And I'm getting, yeah! And no one else will take Odin, and I'm getting, yeah! I don't think anyone else would take Asmodeus either. I mean, at least not the portion I have, because I think we all get unique portions. He's more than a handful. He goes from being overly concerned for me, and, if I cut my finger, I'm going to die, and we have to treat it now. Do I need to go to the emergency room? Turn on the news. Oh my God, do you have enough food to stay in the house for a month? You're going to at least stay in the house for 2 months. No, let's make it till the first days. Will you calm down? He can't. He's way up there on the ceiling, almost constantly. Then he's calm and he's placid for a while, but then he's really high tested and he's up on the ceiling. And I told Loki, I said, it's just exhausting trying to keep up with what Asmodeus aspect am I going to deal with today? The one that's, out of control and up on the ceiling and freaking out about stuff, or the one that's kind of distant, or the one that's loving and kind and friendly, or, I said, I can't work with this. So I'm at my absolute wit's end, and we've tried everything, guys. We've tried playing video games together. We've tried working in the VR temples together. He does try to, like, totter around after me and give me advice and stuff, but then halfway through the advice is like he has this kind of mind split and this other personality takes over, and we can't even get through a conversation without him starting to randomly shout about something. And I just kind of looked at him like, you I don't know what your deal is, but, and the more I ask him to please leave and I ask politely, the more determined he is to stay. So I can feel him lurking and watching. I just think I've never run into a god this insane before, and I've dealt with Breaker of Worlds, but I think he's totally insane. I've never met a god with this level of insanity before, where you feel kind of, you feel compassion for them, but at the same time, you're wondering if you're completely safe with them too. And I don't think he would intentionally harm me. I don't think he would. But I know from dealing with Loki, you know how Loki can have those random lash outs at you and be randomly cruel and vicious, and he can make you cry. Asmodeus is like that, but 10 times worse. So he's really, I can tell he doesn't want to go. I can tell he's formed an attachment, but at the same time, he's to the point where I can't work with him. And no matter what we do, no matter how kind we are to him, or we're not trying to be cruel, we'll be kind of like we'll give him his own time and ignore him, not on purpose, but to try to give him time to settle down and get his head screwed on straight. Nothing is working. If you give him things, if you don't give him things, if you take things away from him because he's not ready for the responsibility. And by that I mean that, at first I wanted to just take everything the demons had and give them straight up to the Norse gods. And the more I thought of it, I'm like, well, that could be a reason he's lashing out, because he feels like he doesn't have a stable home, but at the same time, you give him a stable home and he really gets out of control. So I said, let's do this. The Norse gods are in control of all of your things. You have things, but you really don't have things until you really settle down. I don't know what to do. I don't know if he needs his things back that badly, like fully in control, but then he's 10 times worse. I feel like I'm talking to you about my child that needs medication and therapy is what I feel like. And, I feel like the parent and I feel helpless because I want to help him. I don't want to see him acting like this, but I feel bad for him. I do. All these people write these things about threatening him and humiliating him, and people write articles humiliating him. I feel bad for him. He really gets the short end of the stick, but at the same time, he's absolutely feral at this point. It's touch and go at this point. So I don't know what to do, but you guys usually have really good insight. We've asked him what would help, and he just seems too wild to know. And I've even asked Michael because, historically speaking, and Michael has compassion on him, and everybody's trying to treat him as well and as gently as possible, but then it's like he thinks it's a trap and he's even crazier, so we don't know what to do with him. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and feel free to put thoughts below. I've never seen anybody get this out of control. I thought it was my discernment. I thought I was going crazy, and it's like, no, he's had a total breakdown at this point. I've never seen a god get like this. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.